Steve is stronger than the sun. Let me explain. The constant force of sunlight striking the Earth is approximately equal to 750 meganewtons, or about the force of 16 Saturn V rockets blasting off at once. This is a gold ingot, which is a density of 19.3 grams per centimeter cubed and is softer than diamond. This is a netherite ingot, which is stronger than diamond, but it contains gold. How? Well, we can achieve thermally stable nanocrystallinity in a binary alloy of 10% gold and 90% platinum by modifying grain boundary energies via solute segregation. This creates an alloy comparable to diamond with a specific wear ratio of 10 to the negative 9 millimeters cubed per nanometer. Starting to sound familiar? An extremely tough alloy comprised of gold and another metal that can be cast over objects like armor to make them stronger. An alloy so strong that if you were to make tires out of it, you could drive around the equator of the Earth 500 times before you wore the tread down. An alloy that wouldn't even melt in molten lava? Sound familiar? It's netherite! It's even the same color as the alloy! Now that we know it's netherite, we can calculate the mass of a block by taking the mass of 1 meter cubed of gold at 19,320 kilograms, plus the mass of 1 meter cubed of platinum at 21,450 kilograms, divided by 2 gives us a mass of 20,385 kilograms, or about the weight of 2 cruise ship anchors. But wait! We aren't done yet! That's just one block! Plugging in our 20,385 kilograms times 64 gives us a stack mass of 1,304,640 kilograms, or about 9.5 times as heavy as the Statue of Liberty! But we're not done yet! Each minecart chest has 27 inventory slots. Plugging in our 1,304,640 kilograms times 27, this is a total mass of 35,255,280 kilograms without the weight of the chest or the minecart, because trust me, they really do not matter. So what? How does this prove Steve is stronger than the sun? I hear you not asking, because this is a video and you're in the future and the sun may or may not exist anymore. This proves Steve is stronger than the sun thanks to a little thing called velocity, which for a fully laden minecart with chests traveling at its max speed is 8 meters a second squared, or 17.895 miles per blessed American hour. To calculate the force of this impact against Steve's shins, we must take 1/2 times the mass we calculated earlier times velocity squared divided by the stop distance, which happens to be a measly 0.1 meter. He barely flinched! Plugging this all in and solving for force, but not the magic Jedi kind, gives us 1/2 times 35,255,380 kilograms times 8 squared, all divided by 0.1 meters, for a total of over 11 billion newtons of force. This would be like if someone piled 314 Saturn V rockets onto a minecart, pointed them all in the same direction, ignited them all at once, and drove them directly into Steve's rectangle shins. I cannot overstate how insane this is. There is enough energy in this single impact to power a US home for over 309,000 years. It would take 2,629 kilograms of TNT to equal the same energy transfer that just took place. How is he still standing? He should be a greasy smear upon the track. His only memory a bloody stain. I just don't know anymore. Why do you do this to me, game? Your physics make no sense. But there you have it. Steve is more powerful than all of the sunlight striking the entire Earth. I need a drink and some clone crunchies. Thank you all for watching through this insane science-filled rant. And if you'd like, consider subscribing. It is free and it really helps me out. This has been QuarterLabs. See you next time!